Let's cut the nonsense. Porn is the silent killer of masculinity. It doesn't come at you with a knife. It doesn't storm your house with guns. It creeps in quietly, subtle, invisible. And before you know it, the man you were supposed to become is dead. Gone. Replaced with a weak, hollow shell who mistakes lust for love, who confuses escape for freedom, who calls slavery pleasure. And the most dangerous part? You don't even realize it's happening. You laugh about it with your friends. You tell yourself it's normal. You brush it off like it's no big deal. But behind the scenes, porn is draining you dry. Your energy, your confidence, your discipline, your masculinity, silently choking you while you keep smiling like nothing's wrong. Look at the men around you. Weak, distracted, addicted. Scrolling late at night, hiding in shame, too drained to fight for anything real. They wonder why they lack drive, why their confidence is gone, why they crumble under pressure. The answer is right there: porn. Porn has taken their edge, their hunger, their strength. Porn has stripped them of the one thing a man cannot afford to lose, his masculinity. And here's the brutal truth. Porn doesn't just affect you when you're watching. It stays with you. It rewires your brain. It changes the way you see women, the way you see relationships, the way you see yourself. It makes you passive. It makes you hollow. It makes you less of a man every single time you give in. Porn sold you a lie. It promised pleasure. It promised escape. It promised excitement. But in reality, it's nothing more than a trap. A cheap, shallow substitute for real intimacy. And what's worse, you believed it. You bought into the lie that it's normal, that everyone does it, that it's not a big deal. That's the bait. That's the comfort that keeps you enslaved. But here's the thing. The strongest chains are the ones you can't see. Porn has you shackled, and you've mistaken those chains for freedom. Masculinity is built on strength, discipline, control, and purpose. Porn destroys every single one. It drains your strength. You feel tired, sluggish, unmotivated. It kills your discipline. You promise yourself you'll stop, then you cave, again and again. It erodes your control. Suddenly, you're not choosing, you're craving. And purpose? Forget it. How can you chase purpose when your mind is clouded, your energy wasted, your willpower burned out on pixels? Porn is the silent killer because it doesn't just rob you in the moment, it reshapes who you are as a man. It takes the lion and turns him into a house cat. It takes the warrior and turns him into a weak spectator. This isn't about other men, this is about you. Yes, you, the one watching this right now. You think you're in control? Then quit. Prove it. But you won't, because porn owns you. You think you're strong? Then why do you keep crawling back to a glowing screen, begging for another fix like a junkie? You think you're masculine? Then why are you hiding in shame, afraid of your own reflection? Don't tell me you're fine. Don't tell me it's harmless. If it was harmless, you wouldn't feel empty after every session. You wouldn't hate yourself in the silence that follows. You wouldn't be here, listening to these words, knowing deep down that every one of them is true. Porn doesn't just kill your masculinity, it kills your future. It robs your relationships before they even start. It turns women into objects instead of partners. It makes you numb to real passion, real intimacy, real connection. One day you'll stand in front of a woman you love and you won't even know how to be present with her because porn already rewired you. It kills your ambition. That fire you were supposed to use to build, to conquer, to leave a legacy, porn smothers it. You waste your nights in darkness and then wonder why your days are empty. It kills your spirit. That deep sense of pride, power, and purpose that comes from being a man on a mission. Porn crushes it. You stop chasing, stop striving, stop fighting. You settle. You coast, you shrink. And here's the brutal, unapologetic truth. If you stay enslaved to porn, you will never be the man you're supposed to be. Period. You will never reach your highest potential. You will never taste real power. You will never walk with the fire, the certainty, the presence of a man who has mastered himself. Because porn owns you. It whispers to you. It controls you. And until you cut the chains, you are nothing more than a slave dressed as a man. But listen carefully, because this is the part that matters. You can change. You can fight back. You can take back your masculinity. It won't be easy. It won't be comfortable. It will feel like hell at times. The cravings will scream. The urges will claw at you. But on the other side of that struggle, freedom waits, strength waits, clarity waits. On the other side, you find yourself again. The man you lost, the man you buried under years of shame. The man who doesn't need a screen to feel alive. The man who can walk into the world with power, with confidence, with purpose.